R.F. Kennedy Hall, Queensborough Community College. Today's game is our annual alumni game. We have a doubleheader planned today. The first game will be the red team alumni versus the blue team alumni. When that's over, we'll combine the teams and they will play our current team, the Queensborough Lady Tigers. To honor America, will you please stand and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Coached by assistant coach Henry Crook, and the blue team will be coached by Ben McCormick. Play ball.
This is QCC alum David Russell along with Joe Massey, getting ready for the women's alumni game here at Queensborough. The red team will face the blue team, and then they'll team up and take on the new Lady Tigers.
That should be interesting, Dave. It seems like a while ago we were here for the men's alumni game, right?
Yeah, one maybe better forgotten.
When the alumni on the young Tigers.
Treated the young Tigers like they committed a crime against them.
This should be interesting, too. I mean, you have a lot of good ball players showing up. I have a list of accomplishments for the ladies that I'm going to go over.
Sabrina Moore, number 2 for the Red. Watch out for her. She probably wants to score a lot in this game.
Yeah, I would say out of all the people that showed up, her and Nikki Tiberi are the real talented girls out there. You have Dominique Williams is here today.
Remember, Nikki Tiberi had about 30 points in one of these games a few years ago. There's Dominique Williams with the ball now, number 10 in blue. She won the Bert Beagle Sportsmanship Award while she was here. And Precious Latham is called for traveling. And now, by the way, look at the clock, 9:51, 4 10-minute quarters.
There you go. So they want to give the girls a chance to space themselves out a little bit.
Queensboro in the 2-3 zone. Queensboro, I should say, the blue team, right?
By the way, I don't mind telling you, there's such a big Dominique guy. I always had trouble with Dominique. I would say Dominique Wilkins at times.
Dominique Williams probably could have taken that shot, tried a pass which was deflected away.
It didn't throw you off there, so you did well with it.
Have Ben and Herman as the coaches. We have to make sure Herman doesn't call a few timeouts during this game. He likes doing that. Precious with the ball. Lost it. Langley to Torres. She likes to take the threes. And that one was deep even for her.
She always liked to take the threes, David.
There's a long two, which is banked in. First basket goes to the red team. It's Trisha Pierre.
Torres played on those, at least one team with Kanoy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We would talk to her father on a number of occasions, Torres. Her father was over there with the Baruch program a lot, and we'd run into him. And
remember, Torres was on the Bob DiNardo team here, that 11-12 team.
He'd always give us an update of what was going on, Mr. Torres. And
it's funny, Jacqueline Torres actually has the Baruch shorts on. She had the Baruch warm-up on before.
Yeah, because don't forget, DiNardo was with that Baruch program for many years, and then he left there, and here's Torres with the ball now. Whoop.
Some contact, but no whistle.
By the way, DiNardo had a winning year here and lost in the, what was it, the final?
The CUNY semifinal. They blew the big lead here.
Yeah.
Trisha Pierre for three. No good. Ball goes to the blue team.
So it's still 2-0. So Bob turned in the one season and did a fine job, but couldn't get them past the second round or the first round. Was it the first round?
First round of CUNY, and then regional playoffs, they won a game and then lost in the region semis.
And then he was not back the next year.
Torres, another three, and that one is good.
She'll shoot them until she makes them.
And even if she doesn't make them, she'll keep shooting.
Yeah, well, that's a shooter when they play a game. They're going to go through their repertoire and try to find something that works.
Bob DiNardo had a few gray hairs after some of her shot selections. That shot is no good.
Well, I've known Bob a long time. I think he always had a few gray hairs.
If there were any dark hairs left, they were gone by the time he left Queensboro. And he actually was the men's assistant here in 1984.
Which I did not realize. And he did a great job as a coach. He was like a teacher.
Nice pass. The shot was not as nice.
The only problem is after Joe Medina wins 4 championships or 5 or whatever it is, then you come in, you have to duplicate what he did.
And even if he wins, then you go, yeah, well, Joe started it, though.
He won 4.
Tough.
And then David Chambers finally won 1. And David was starting to get into the area of sprouting a few gray hairs. And he's a very young guy who comes from Queens College, by the way.
David led Queensboro to the 2013 CUNY championship. They beat Bronx by 50 points. And then Bronx got their revenge last year. Dominique Williams for 3, air ball. I think they might be saving their energy for the second game.
Yeah, a little slow start here. I want to see what Moore has, number 2. She's been out of here for several years now. It's always interesting to see her play. And there's Tiberi.
A few of these shots will hit the rim, right?
Eventually.
Still 3-2, blue team leading.
In fact, that was Sly I thought it was. That was Nicole
Precious
Slide.
Latham makes it 5-2.
Nicole Slide, they missed that outside shot before on the air ball. That wasn't Tabiri.
Here's a three-pointer, which is good. And we're tied at 5, and it's number 5, Cassandra Davis, with the long shot.
No hesitancy in getting that one.
I don't think there's really going to be any hesitancy today. Torres, a long 2. And it's good.
Yep. A 3 and a 2 now to make it 7-5 for Torres.
I'm almost shocked when she takes it 2.
Well, she got off the arc and slid over to her right, saw nobody was guarding us, so she said, I'm going to take the shot now.
Trisha Pierre launches another 3, and it's no good. And Langley with the rebound, and then it's taken away. Loose ball picked up by Latham.
We used to get a kick out of watching Langley play because she's all over the court.
It's a jumper, no good. Latham with the rebound. The shot was no good. Here's Sabrina Moore. I think she's going to go all the way. And instead passes to nobody.
Trying to be unselfish. Perhaps she should have taken that to the basket. Sabrina Moore played against Monroe when I first started covering the Lady Tigers. Well, not when I first started covering the Lady Tigers, but I started covering Joe Medina. That's who I was covering. And I had to go to a game up at Mount, watch them play Monroe to get an idea of what they were doing. She really gave Monroe a hard time, played really well.
Torres misses a 3, and Sabrina has it. Getting a laugh as Latham tried to get the hand in.
And Monroe was a national champion material at the time on the ladies' side. They had terrific players. But she kept them in there, Sabrina, for a half.
And Sabrina misses a 3. Does it get tricky for you? There was Joe Medina and there was Joe Mead. All right.
Well, Medina came several years after Mead, and Mead had already left the CUNY for a while.
Latham puts it in off glass.
That's what Latham did very well here. She's got some height, as you can see. I did run into Mead about 5 years ago down at the CUNY tournament, though, and he was in his street clothes and telling me about his family. And I said, do you miss coaching, Joe? And he said, well, I'm caught up with the family now.
And there's a basket by Sabrina Moore, 9-7 blue team.
Where's Mead now?
I don't know. I was going to ask you.
To the best of your knowledge. Medina.
Oh, I think he's down in Florida.
Okay, because Mead is out of coaching.
Okay.
Medina's still in it.
Monique Williams with the floater. Latham the rebound and the basket. And it's 11-7, 3 minutes to go in the first.
Of course, guys will pop up now and then. And, when we had Coach in here last week, I was talking to him about the people he worked with. And then on one of the benches in the NBA as head coach is Steve Clifford. And I covered him over at Adelphi as a head coach. So you never know when you're going to see people in different positions.
Shot by Cassandra Davis is no good. She couldn't believe she missed that one. Torres doing a lot of dribbling. And kick out to Williams to Langley for 3. No good. And then Latham with the offensive rebound. Williams outside. Torres launches another 3. And it's no good.
They're getting the rebounds, Dave.
They are. Boy. They had 3 chances but couldn't score. 2:02 to go in the first.
How you like Erica Redwood on the blue team, huh?
And she was very good.
Very good player. She participated in that championship a couple of years ago. We thought she had the great name, Redwood, because look at her legs, how strong they always were, and got a lot of push off them.
Nikki Tabiri just casually hits a 3. Nobody came out, so she just shot it and then walked back on defense. 11-10.
I'll tell you what Nikki did in a moment. And
Former Player of the Year.
yeah, 2008.
And she was Rookie of the Year in 06, and Dominique Williams hits a three-pointer. And we talk about those 4 titles in a row that Medina won. It might not have been 4 in a row if not for Williams. She had 10 assists in one of the championship games against Kingsborough. They
Yes,
only
she
won by
did.
2 points. There's a 3 that's banked in by Tiberi.
But the women had 4 straight MVPs, and Tiberi was one of them. Yeah, she had 10 assists. Not an all-time high, but right up there.
Langley inside to Latham. Nice pass, and no shot. Williams had a rebound and a miss.
By the way, the Medina final appearances weren't their first chance to win a final,
No.
but they played against a team that nobody could play against for several years.
Well, they lost 7 CUNY title games before the first championship. And
Yeah.
they lost in 05, they lost in 06, they lost in 07.
Yeah, they lost 3 in a row to BMCC, which was the only winner, by the way, at that time.
And they lost a few to Hostos. Also,
Yeah.
there's Erica Redwood. Few seconds to go. Let's see if Sabrina beats the buzzer. 1 second. No good. That ends the first quarter. The blue team leading 16-13.
Well, there's 1 quarter. You said they're playing it by quarters.
Takes some getting used to.
Well, you got to get used to it for when you do the NBA.
I think they wanted to make this more like the WNBA with the...
True. Hey. Yeah, we'll go back and we'll look at that. Well, you got the tournament championship, you got the women's tournament championships. BMCC lost to, Queensborough lost to BMCC in 2000, 63-26.
It sounds like a great game.
BMCC then beat Kingsborough the following year, 57-5. Then BMCC beat Queensborough 53-22. And actually Queensborough started to get a little better. 54-29, they lost the next year, and then Queensborough, as you said, lost 3 to Hostos.
How about that 07 game, 60-12?
60-12.
I think Sabrina led Queensborough with 4 points. I like the recent CUNY title games that are actually competitive.
Well, they're good team. Yeah, everybody's got a good team now, and back in the earlier days, BMCC had the lock on everything, and then Hostos took their run at it, and then Rodney Carr went from BMCC to Hostos and kept them up there for a couple of more years after Renee Bostic had done the initial work. So everybody was shooting after them, and then Joe Medina, I remember talking to him when he came in here, told me what he was going to do, and I got to give him a lot of credit. He did it. He did exactly what he said he wanted to do. Kind of like Rod Gaspar in that regard. Yeah, and David, if anyone sees this, they're going to go, who?
Well,
Because
I'll get it,
as
though.
you were telling me, people that played with him were saying that.
Exactly. Few missed shots by the red team.
You'll never get that one by Howie Rose, though. Forget about it.
.30 seconds into the second quarter. Blue team leading 16-13. Dominique Williams guarding Tiberi. Under 10 on the shot clock.
Either way, I think, not to stay on that topic too long, but I think that was Howie Rose's first World Series that he did.
Oh.
A lot of years with the Mets, and that was the first one he got a chance to do.
Gandija Carroll with the ball. Torres, a jumper, air ball. Redwood. Here's a three-pointer, no good. Carroll, that's what we saw her do for 2 years.
Yeah.
The rebound and the basket.
Very impressive player in her tenure here. Always around the basket, always making herself a factor down there, and we thought she was really big for this team. In both ways, size and effort.
Remember the CUNY semifinal win against Hostos in 2014. She had a 2020 game.
We did that tournament game here. That was terrific, too, remember?
Yeah. Redwood puts up a three, and it's no good. Carroll with another rebound. Candida's shot is short.
Let's see if these girls can work out the early kinks and really go to work now.
Sabrina, corner three, is an air ball. Torres, some nifty dribbling and then losing it, so not that nifty.
Look at a hustle by Sabrina. Look at that. Still able to get it going. Is she still an assistant coach with the Lady Tigers, or does she move on from that?
I think she hangs around, yeah. Another missed jumper. Another offensive rebound. Another missed jumper. Seeing a pattern here.
Yes. I remember when they were going after that 2014 championship, David.
Candija with the basket. 2013.
The handoff, yeah. David, the coach, he was really on pins and needles trying to get that first title after they weren't able to achieve one again, and talking to me, telling me this is a big game, and they won it.
Have a 3-on-1 and settling for the jumper on the 3-on-1, but Redwood is there because the red team did not try to get back on defense, saving their energy for the second game of the doubleheader.
Absolutely. I want to get a look at that Lady Tiger squad.
There's a three-pointer, a very deep three. Marissa Bell Molina.
And remember, Molina was a very good spot player, and she could do that from time to time. 22-16. Hard to say who has more talent on the court right now. I think with Carroll, you got to say the blue team does.
And Paredes hits the shot. She was there the last few years.
Yeah, but when you say Redwood and Carroll, that's a pretty talented squad they got out there, the blue team right now.
Sabrina, another miss. Trying to pickpocket Redwood. Refs are letting them play.
Redwood did play guard, right, David?
Yes. There's a turnover.
A big guard, by the way. Very strong and physical. And she was being harassed that time by a girl that wasn't strong and physical, but she was just a dynamo coming after you with energy.
Remember when Redwood would commit a foul, the other player really got the brunt of it.
Yes.
As you often said, it was like being hit by a Redwood, having a Redwood fall on you.
It's just the perfect name for her, like Charles Oakley.
Torres misses another three, just like old times.
Charles Oakley or Charles Okafor, or both of them.
Torres with the rebound. Torres had some very good games for the Lady Tigers and the Bob DiNardo year. She was very hot and cold, but when she was hot, I mean, it was
when she was hot, she could break up a game. Yes, yes.
She might have no points, and then you look up 5 minutes later, and she has 18.
I think that used to drive her father a little crazy at times, rooting for her. He wanted her to be a little more consistent, but look, you take what you can get, and that's the type of player she was. That pass went over the head of Sai there.
24-16, blue team leading.
By the way, Sly was a very good player on those ball clubs too. You couldn't stop Sly when she got going. Was that a little before you were?
I think so,
following?
yeah. Pierre misses a 3 and then gets it back. Might take another one. Instead, she throws it to the blue team in Redwood. Up ahead, Paredes puts it in off glass. It's 26-16.
Good job by Paredes getting up court. And I think the coach liked that a lot more than when she pulled up at the head of the key and took the shot, because he said, "What are you doing?"
On a 3-on-1.
Yeah. That was what Sly was good at. Picking out those cracks, getting at, and she really made herself a devastating little jump shooter in those areas.
26-18. Here's a 3-pointer, and it's good. It's Redwood from downtown.
She could deliver the 3-pointer in her day when she had to. Well, who are we talking about on that team?
I was going to say Redwood maybe got a little lost when you talk about Candija and Giselle Prentice, but Redwood was a key factor.
Yes. Well, we were talking about Tiberi. Sly was on that team that really got Queensboro into some prominence on the women's side. They had a terrific year one year, and they did a whole story on them in the New York Daily News for a woman coach. I can't remember her name right now.
Yuriko Jung?
Yes, that's it.
She was Coach of the Year in 06.
And they did a big article on her and the Queensboro ladies squad and about the atmosphere that they were creating, and it was just great to see. I know Pete enjoyed it. Pete Marchitello enjoyed that. He probably still has a copy of that somewhere.
Paredes hits a 3. 32-18. 3 minutes to go in the half.
Starting to play like Jimmy Paredes. And what happened to him?
I don't know. It's funny, you look at the scoreboard, you're like, wow, 2:50 left in the second, we're almost out of here, and then you go, no, it's almost halftime.
Dave just sloughed that one off. He knows I'm an Oriole fan, and I was telling Dave, I said, I know the Mets lost to Baltimore, but I had gone through the same thing a year before when the Royals played the Orioles. They just nickel and dime you to death, and they kill you.
Did you get over the 1969 World Series yet?
Never.
Okay.
Never. I still got the album, and I still play it from time. Now, I actually played the 1971 more when they gave Brooks Robinson a brand new car and a sports car. And
yeah. Well, Johnny Bench made the joke, if I knew he wanted a car that badly, I would have just bought him one.
And Boog Powell made a catch that they'll never forget. Over the dugout, he juggled the ball, and he grabbed the ball. Nothing went right for the Reds in that series either. When they just, not to belabor it, but when they got to the 9th inning or 8th inning, someone hit a shot to the left of Robinson. He just dove and made a tremendous play on it. I think it was Bench who hit the ball.
33-18, 2:36 to go in the half.
Yeah, they made up for it. The Ripken Orioles made up for it anyway. Nope.
There's a 3-pointer.
That was nice.
33-21.
And that was really needed, too. Look at Paredes. And here comes Moore again.
Here's another 3.
Yeah.
Back to back. 33-24.
Boy, Williams is really feeling it.
That's the other 10, and we have a timeout.
Are there 2 10s, Dave?
Yeah. Well, Dominique is on the blue team.
Oh, okay. You're right. That girl is feeling it shooting the ball, though. Now she gets them within 9. How do you modify your game plan here? By the way, look to your right and I always kid him about this, and he tells me other people tell him, there's Marv Albert, the official. And I always tell him, say, you know, you resemble Marv Albert. And he says, yeah, I know that. People tell me that.
And he appreciates it every time you mention it.
Well, I used to talk to him before games I did, and he was happy to talk to me, or else he would have told me, come on, kid. 33-24. So, Dave, how do you modify your game plan now?
I don't know. I thought Ben's game plan might be not to call any timeouts. You know, that's sometimes the goal. You just want to get out of here.
I could picture this official saying, blue team ball. Yes!
I'm going to have to scold Ben at halftime for calling a timeout. Redwood takes a three, and it's no good. Candigia with the offensive rebound, and her shot is no good.
By the way, everybody has fallen into the trap in a game of saying yes, and then right afterwards saying, I'm sorry I said that. I didn't mean to do that. Can they get closer, David?
I think they can.
We'll see who they go to. They don't go anywhere.
Yeah, offensive foul.
What are you doing?
Haven't been a lot of whistles in this game.
One girl saying to the other, when was the last time you made a basketball mistake?
They haven't been out that long, Joe.
Well, some of them, it's been a while. It feels like yesterday with Moore, but
yeah.
I think I did that game with Sean Couch here from this arena, and that must have been 06. Wow.
Counted and the foul.
Good move, strong move.
It's Nikki Tiberi who will try to finish the conventional three-point play.
The 2008 tournament MVP. Let's go over the other tournament MVPs for Queensboro. Tiberi 208, Melissa De Jesus 209, Olivia Strachan 210. I believe it's Strachan, not Strahan. And then Zakenja Bethea 211.
There's another three. That one is no good.
And probably the best of all, between Moore, I'd say, and this girl, Kanoy, here at Queensboro. She was a tremendous player in 214.
I thought Carol was excellent in her 2 years
She was.
I think she's right in that group.
But if you wanted to get a player that didn't play a low post game and scored a lot of points for Queensboro, one of those two players right there.
That shot is no good. Loose ball. And it will go to the red team. They could hold for the final shot.
And you know what? Ineffectiveness, Tiberi was some player too. And she was a big game player. So, and she's out there today, so we want to mention that. 14 seconds to shoot here. They're down by 9. See what they can work out. See if they could work out a little rock and roll
5 seconds.
here.
Down at 3, 2, and then throws it to the wrong team.
Little too much loft on that loft.
Very even. It was 16-13 after one, and then the blue team outscored them 17-13 in the second. Red team did end the half on an 8-0 run.
Yeah, the red team held in. 8-0 run. They went to their veterans, and I think they're the more veteran-laden team of the older players, anyway.
So at halftime, the score is the blue team 33, the red team 26.
Yes, they did break it up like that, David. The red has a few more older players.
Second half about to begin. Red team leading the blue team 33-26. Look like the blue team is leading.
Blue team is leading, and And as I said, David, they did work it out where the blue team has players that played a couple of years ago in some cases, and maybe even 1 year ago. And then the red team has players that played several years ago. So it's an interesting matchup here.
Looked like the blue team might run away with this, and then Simone Leathers hit a few threes towards the end of the first half, and now they're only down 7.
Well, the red team has the experience, a little more experience anyway. The blue team has experience, and they have some terrific players, as we mentioned, in Redwood and Leathers and the big girl, Carroll. They also have Torres on that team, don't they? Yeah.
They do, and here's Torres. Surprise, it's another 3. It's no good.
Torres got them off good in the first half, or well, to be grammatically sufficient there.
Deflected, might went into the backcourt. Sabrina.
I don't know how she got her that pass.
There's Trisha Pierre, a long jumper, no good. Would have been a 3 if it went.
Let's see what kind of start the red team can get off to here in the second half. For practical purposes, they're the home team.
Torres lost the handle on it. It's off her fingertips and out of bounds.
What Torres is about 5'9", and the pass was about 5'10", or 5'9" and a millimeter.
Nice passing by the red team. Here's Leathers behind the back.
But
now
no way to go
team.
with
yeah.
it. Right? Good defense.
They'll stay with the red team, but only 5 on the shot clock.
What was Carroll's listed height when she played? Almost 6 feet? Almost?
That'd be just about that, right?
Yeah. Sometimes you'd blurt out, girl's 6'2". There were no 6'2" girls on the court.
It's a violation. Pierre lost how much time was on the clock because Latham got a hand on the shot. Never hit the rim.
I think Rodney down at BMCC had the biggest girls of his time. They were all about 5'11", 6 feet.
That's why they won every title game by 50 points.
One was from France, by the way. There's a nice shot by Carroll.
35-26, 8:20 to go in the third quarter. Blue team in a 2-3 zone. Molina going to the basket, couldn't
nice
put it in, and
move,
rebounded
nice
by
move.
Torres, who's triple teamed.
And she just pulls out of it.
After all of that, Latham has it.
So they have the 9-point lead.
Everybody going about half speed. Molina for, I think, a 3.
Yeah, she didn't have enough
It was
push
0.
on that.
Williams couldn't put it in. Carroll the rebound. That shot is no good.
Tough. You got a tough job keeping Carroll out of there. Here's a pair of 10s.
Leathers
Ooh.
couldn't put it in. Got away with the reach and foul. You don't want to call that in an alumni game. Williams. Nice pass to Carroll. And Carroll puts it in off glass. 37-26, 3 minutes into the third.
I guess Carroll has been the biggest factor in the last 10 minutes of this game. Now they're playing zone. They got Carroll down there with Latham blocking it up.
Sabrina launches a 3, and it's no good. The long rebound goes right to Leathers.
They're not going to get anything inside, so they're going to have to hit their outside shots here. That calls for a little rotation, get someone free, and then you got to get the shot up right away.
Davis was contested by Torres, and it's no good. No points in the first 350 for the red team. Latham throws it right to Molina. Now a 2-on-1 for the red team. Pierre slows down. No reset. Then Pierre is left alone, takes a three and misses.
They're going to have to hit one of these shots to get themselves started. They come out cold. That could have been two, but actually they call it off the red because I thought that Latham had that ball, was trying to bring it up, but it actually went off one of the red players.
Still 37-26 blue team.
They're
They scored all 4 points here in the quarter.
The Reds are going to try to get somebody in there, Dave, that can hit a shot. They're having trouble getting on the board here.
Dominique Williams for three. That's no good. Now Sabrina gets behind the defense, and Sabrina lays it in.
Yeah, that's what she did for 2 years here, basically, right there. But she did it at a lot faster speed.
37-28, back to single
Kick.
digits.
Kick.
Remember,
Hey,
these teams will combine and take on the new Lady Tigers after this is over.
By the way, in the last several years, they really updated this gym and they made it look very nice with the plastic seats, the colorful seats.
This is a totally different gym than the one that some of these girls played in.
Yeah, and the one we did more in.
Torres misses a three. Pull-up jumper is good. Simone Leathers makes it 37-30.
That was your Oscar Robertson jumper right there. That's who that looked like. You just pull up, eye the basket, and knock it down.
.445 to go in the third, and Williams is fouled.
You know, David, there was no one better at doing that right there than Oscar. And you would wonder why he was such a good player, because you hear his name so much. You say, what made him such a good player? Well, he didn't miss when he took a shot, usually. Except like around 69 when the Knicks beat him, and that was a tough game for him.
Torres
it was
misses
72.
another three.
I'm sorry, 72.
Redwood hits the jumper, 39-30.
That was 72, and the Knicks had a little thing going on at that point, you know. It was just a little thing. And coming back, though, they're putting it together right now. Now the red team needs an answer. Let's see where they go with the ball.
Three-pointer,
Yeah.
and it's good. Tiberi makes it a 6-point game. 4 minutes to go in the third.
That was crisp. I'm going to put that down. It was a Tiberi big one.
Torres to Williams. Going inside. Nice pass to Carroll, and Carroll finishes.
She knew where her bread and butter was. Good execution there when the lead would trim down to 6.
Tiberi. Their slide, no good. Rebounded by Carroll.
You actually seeing good half-court basketball, David.
And Latham lost that one, or else it might have been a 10-point game. There's a bounce pass too far in front of the intended target.
Turn
Seems like
around, turn around.
Seems like they can't get it closer than 6.
Well, I think they're having trouble getting their legs about them. They're playing real good defense, and then getting up court has been a problem. And then when Redwood and Carroll do what they do, it makes it really tough. It's enough just to stop them, and then you have to bring the ball back up.
Redwood at the line for 2.
Those are two of the mainstays on that tough Tiger squad from a few years ago. Redwood, Carroll. Dominique Williams has been out there, and she's done work for them.
And one day we'll call an alumni game where you don't accidentally call her Wilkins.
Yep. And Torres started things off with her shooting. She hasn't taken a shot in a while, though.
By the way, Tiberi hit that three, looked like a big shot, and now the blue team comes back with 4 points.
Back. You got to give them credit. They went right to the people they should go to. That's why they playing the game unselfishly.
Torres, a long pass to Redwood, and then Sabrina takes it away.
Sabrina said, don't forget, I was an assistant coach here. I know what you're going to do, so I'm going to get back there.
Simone Leathers, a high-arcing three is no good, and rebounded by Latham. There's Dominique.
You got to fill that lane. See, Carroll was ready to get that ball and go right to the basket with it.
Carroll had to go off her hands. 2:20 to go in the third quarter. 2:22.
And I say the red team has done a good job with assignment number one, playing defense, but they've had a tough time turning it around and then going back on offense. That's been the toughest thing for them today.
Faked on the three. Tiberi's going to take another, and that one is no good. And rebounded by Redwood. Under 2 minutes to play in the third. There's a kickball.
Trying to get back into it, playing that cagey half-court game and hoping they can hit a few big shots, which they did before, as you said, and then the lead got ballooned out again.
Torres takes another three, and it's no good.
That's her first in a while, though.
A while for her, it's like 30 seconds.
When was the last one she took, though? I don't even remember.
A few minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
She's taken a few in this half.
All
Leathers
right.
with
Couple
the ball.
Anyway, yeah.
There's a long two, no good. Offensive rebound. They go back outside.
Yeah.
Sabrina fakes a three. Going inside, tough shot is no good. Another offensive rebound and a foul.
Tough work. Tough work by that girl in there going and get the rebound.
Two free throws.
Which is a good one for the red team because they needed that type of effort right there.
43-34. $43-35.
See if they can make another little run at this.
Redwood puts up a three. It's no good. Rebounded by Latham. Latham's shot is no good. And Carroll couldn't save it. And goes tumbling out of bounds.
Carroll getting a kick out of trying to make that play there.
She played here last year. She could still move like that.
Yeah.
If one of the players from the 70s took a tumble like that, I'd be worried.
She probably said if this was last year, I would have made that play too, you know.
Nobody got back, so Redwood is going to lay it in. And it's 45-35. The clock is still running.
It's really tough when you miss those, Dave. Say, well, the wind blew when I was trying to lay it up. They
5 seconds to go in the third.
5 seconds to shoot, and they're having trouble getting up court.
And there's an air ball. Red team held to 9 points in that quarter.
Yeah, they had a real tough time going from defense to offense. It was apparent that that's the part of the game they've really struggled with now. And if they're going to come back in this game, they're going to need a few turnovers, and they have to convert those into points right away.
And they held the blue team to 12 points, which was the lowest.
You got to applaud the fact that the blue team looking a lot like the team that we used to see out here, getting up court, making plays with Carroll and Redwood, and those girls don't seem to have lost too much on their game.
Now we'll say something that we've never said for a Queensboro game. We'll see if they're a good fourth quarter team.
They've always been no, they've never been a good fourth quarter team, right?
Nobody has been.
Well, I had an article on the side there, and I didn't get a chance to ever look at it, but I guess that's what Epiphany Prince was going through. She was playing for Bertram with Ed over there at Bertram for Ed Grzinski, and then she became a Liberty player, and she was from Brooklyn. She was the best player in the PSAL, so I saw the article. I never got a chance to really see the article, but I had it laying around somewhere.
That's the important thing.
So she had to find out if she was a good fourth quarter player coming from that program. I don't know where she played in college yet. That's a nice story of a young lady who actually went on and played pro ball here.
Tiberi takes a long two. It's no good.
Torres trying to get up court. She could still do a good job of getting up there.
Here's Carroll, and that shot is good, and it's a 12-point game.
Now, if some of these girls continued their career, say, into the semi-pros or something, it'd be like a fourth-year, fifth-year pro player.
There's a missed three and a rebound by Carroll.
So that's not that old.
And numbers for the blue team. Carroll couldn't finish. Offensive rebound, no good. And they can't convert on the 3-on-1.
I'll tell you one thing. Carroll wouldn't have been smiling about that one last year. She would have wanted to put that in there. These games are a little fun, though, you know.
See, this is the fun one. The second one gets a little more serious.
Well, especially for the current Tigers, because they want to come out here and show their stuff today.
And the alumni want to show them who came before them as there's a foul.
Remember, we were talking to the staff after last year's game, and I had asked them a question. I think I said to them, Dave, you really wanted to win that game. You're right, we really wanted to win that game. That's why we come here. We want to win that game. The coaching staff.
There was a lot of trash talking in that game also on the court.
Oh, it got vicious. No, it didn't get vicious, but
it's like the way we talk to each other off camera.
It got competitive. It was all in fun though. Yeah, right.
Here's a three-pointer by Pierre, and it's good. Single-digit game, 47-38.
Actually, you and I never talk like that off the air, but there are guys that are in the business today. From when I was in the business, we'd talk to each other like that. Because you'd want to get a job, and they'd be very competitive with you. And that's what we saw out here. Girls wanting to prove they still had it in a way. You know, David, you got to be careful when they start calling you the legend. Don't let them do that.
Well, I can assure you nobody's called me that.
One guy called me that on one job. I said, no, don't do that. It was in terms of the conference I was doing, though. You know, I'm not to say I'm up there with pick out a guy, Vince
Right.
Scully. Mm-hmm. That's the guy I would pick out anyway.
7 minutes to go. 47-38.
They really slowed down now, huh?
Conserving the energy for game 2.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
kicking it out of
right.
bounds.
There is another game, and some of these girls are going to participate in it. Yes.
I think they would rather beat the current team than the other team in this game.
But the red team has really started to slow down, and I think they gave it a good effort for 3 quarters anyway. Here comes some of the younger Tigers.
You're basically calling it off, as the current Lady Tigers are in the bleachers now. And the current men's team is here too. Langley puts up a jumper, which is no good.
Wow. Nikki didn't like the talk about them putting it off a little bit. She went up and got that rebound there.
Here's a jumper by Pierre. It's a 3-pointer. Hey, it's a 6-point game. Not over yet.
Just like that.
We said before they haven't been able to make it closer than 6.
All right. Every time they've come back, the blue team has had a response in this game. Every time.
And here's Redwood to the basket, and she is fouled.
And there's basically why, David, because they have Redwood and they have Carroll, and they've been really tough to stop. Tough to stop. You know, Redwood was one of the top players in this conference, maybe the top guard when she was here. Physically, I'm talking about. Maybe not point-wise or stature-wise, but physically, you would not probably find a girl that could play a harder game than her.
Mm-hmm. It was a tough matchup for some other teams.
Absolutely, absolutely. She's a big guard. I mean, she's a tough matchup. She always has been.
Redwood makes one. 48-41. 5:56 to go.
I want to give you one more accomplishment. She's not here today, Kanoy, but I want to tell you about what she did. Because if we're going to talk about alumni, we certainly have to talk about her, even though she's not in the building.
Former CUNY Player of the Year.
That's right.
Here's a 3-pointer. No good. Just not able to get it under 6.
So the girl from Bronx was the Player of the Year last year, right? I mean,
There's a tie-up. It'll stay with the blue team.
the girl from the Bronx was terrific last year. I'll get her name in a moment.
Escobar. on the
Escobar,
Bronx, yeah.
yes.
Carroll's shot is an air ball. Underneath putback, no good. The other putback is good. 50-41.
That's why they're winning this game. Redwood and Carroll, two factors there. Well, anyway, in 2014, when she did win the tournament MVP, Kanoy scored the second most points in a single CUNY women's community college tournament game with 29. That was 29 points.
50-43.
So that is second most of all time and tied with 2 other players for that spot. The top total was 30 points in a game. So she came up 1 point
Who did it?
short.
Don't leave us hanging. Come on.
The girl from Hostos, Robinson, I believe. Let me get that for you. Crystal Robinson, it might have been.
Nice move. Look up. It's a 5-point game.
Yeah, they
Wow.
keep coming back. I mean, you can't tell them to go home. They're not going to do it.
Especially because there's another game.
Sure.
And Williams is fouled. .4:15 to go.
I was tempted to say Shanna Hamilton because she was a terrific player when Hostos really came into prominence.
It was It was Tiffany Robinson with the 30 points
That was it.
for Hostos.
Tiffany Robinson, yes.
Against Kingsborough.
But you know, Rodney Carr had I said the other name for the first name, Crystal Robinson, because at BMCC he had a Crystal Robinson too. Tiffany played for Kingsborough, by the way, was not a Hostos player with the 30 points. KCC.
Williams splits the free throws. It's 51-45. It's funny, Malsha Massam for Hostos had 29 points in the playoff game and won the semifinals. And then later that night, Escobar for Bronx had 29 in a game.
Yeah, that's right. You'd have to go back last year and see if that record was broken also, because she did have some great games in that tournament, Escobar. Right. So she got into a tie for that second most spot, right?
Yeah, Sabrina lays it in, 51-47. It's a 4-point swing. Blue team couldn't convert at the other end.
Inch by inch, step by step.
3:35 to go.
They're coming back. Oh.
Latham is called for traveling. Wave off the basket.
Whoop. You got to put the ball on the floor, Latham, and she almost bought that for herself, but the official was right on it. That looked like a Globetrotter move right there.
Cassandra was left alone. Going in the lane, the shot is good. It's a 2-point game with 3:15 to play.
Hold in there, folks. This one is not over yet.
Hey, there's a big shot with a little over 3 minutes to play. It's a long two, 53-49.
Gotta love it.
It was turned into a pretty good game.
Sure has.
There's a jumper, no good. Tipped and saved in. And then it's taken away. 2:35 to go.
Girls look like they're sliding a little bit on their sneakers out there, trying to get a little traction.
You should have seen the game the other night. The ref stopped it 7 or 8 times for there was sweat on the court. No, I don't think they had to stop it 7 or 8 times. That was a bit much. So there's a missed shot.
So you were doing the PA for that one, right? A lot different vantage point when you're down there, right?
Yes, I prefer this.
Yes.
There's another basket, 55-49, 2 minutes to play.
I was just telling a fella the other day, I much prefer up here doing the game than down there. And I will never knock a PA announcer because it's not an easy job, man.
Sabrina lays it in, uncontested, 55-51. Hey, this was 47-35 early in the fourth.
You know, I say it's not an easy job because you're almost like right in the game. People are listening for what you're going to say, you know, on the court.
Torres with the big three.
Saved her best for last, would you say?
And timeout is called. Full timeout.
Torres, who can be torrid, as David said, with that outside shot. And then she could be, not so good with it. But when she gets hot, she's like downtown Freddie Brown.
She was up and down today, but she may have hit the biggest shot.
(58-51) in a really entertaining alumni game here for the first end of it anyway. And it's been slow-paced because the red team has made it slow-paced. They know they can't run with the blue team, so they haven't really tried to stay in this game. But now the blue team has come up with a couple of big shots down the stretch here, showing their mettle. Gotta love that, David.
That's Ron. You good? Should we look this way? I'm going to look here now.
So the competitor taking a hold in this game for both of them.
I think they need a basket here if they want to stay in it.
I think they do. And they're not going to take a three-point shot necessarily, but if one is available, I'm sure they'll go for it.
Wouldn't be shocked. 80 seconds to go. And Torres got the hand in.
Now you want to kill a little clock, you know. You want to kill a little clock, even though it's an alumni game. You have to go by the basics. You can't rush anything.
They could take this under a minute to play. But they don't. There's a missed shot. Carroll tries to save it in and does.
And Paredes was over the end line trying to grab that. She did have the ball, but her sneakers slipped over the end line.
1 minute to go.
The big problem for the red team has been getting up court at times, and this is not easy here.
And running out of time, that shot is good. 58-53, and timeout called by Herman.
A little wedge shot in there, huh? They all count, and if you make them up as you go along, good for you. And now Herman going out on the court to get some clarification about something. I'm sure he's enjoying his game in the coach's seat there. Best wishes to Herman. He's coming back off a very serious accident he suffered. That was like last year, right?
Hit by a car.
Yeah.
Wonder what he's talking about.
But he looks terrific, and he is his old self, and we are very happy to see that.
Trying to kiss up to the refs in an alumni game. A new low.
You're going to give him something for that later, I'm sure.
I think so. I'm surprised he's not fouling and dragging it out.
I think they want to run this down as far as they can now, and they got a 5-point lead, so.
Shot is no good. They could just take it out. Game would have been over if he didn't shoot again.
The game could be over right now.
Yeah.
They don't have to shoot
again,
the ball,
no.
right? So you have to foul now.
And I don't think they will. I think they'll save their energy for the next game.
Yeah. Just as you said that, Sabrina Moore was waving her hand and saying, that's it.
And Torres took one last three. 58-53.
Good game.
Yeah.
Good game. Torres hit a big shot down the end there. I think the two biggest players, as I said, were Carroll and Redwood for the blue team.
So these teams will combine forces and take on the new Lady Tigers after this. For Joe Massey, this is QCC alum David Russell. The final score, blue team 58, red team 53.